Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Josh Guillory Show. I am your grateful host. And in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel.
What is up, my friend?
The whole day is up. It's a great day. It is a great day. I don't know about, down the street might be a little interesting, but it is a great day, guys. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios right here in Acadiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers. You got legal questions? Give those guys a call. We are also broadcasting live on Rumble, rumble.com, rumble in the jungle, rumble.com. Go look up the Josh Guillory Show, and you can view us online for free. We'd love for you to follow us, also for free, and that will help us provide some other stuff and all the good things and all the things, so we appreciate you. All right, we have so many things to talk about, a lot of national stuff, a lot of things going on in the nation's capital, a lot of things going on with our man Trump and all the things that come with the swamp, Jerome Powell, all these things. But first, let's talk a little local, just a little bit. So what's going on tonight?
Council meetings.
All right, what are they talking about?
Well, the first big thing is going to be...
Now, this is the Lafayette City and Parish Council, Lafayette, Louisiana. Okay,
yep,
go ahead.
They are proposing a special election be held in November to raise some millages.
Whoa, all right.
Not just renew, but also increase.
All right, guys, stuff you won't hear on the news. It's unfortunate. You won't hear this from your local media. These are proposals. So these are proposed millages. Now, what they're going to tell you, what Monique Blanco-Boulay and other Democrats and other elites and establishment are going to tell you and tell us is that, oh, no, this is just a renewal. It's just a renewal. That's not a new tax. It's a renewal. Well, if it's not a new tax, then it must be still going on. See, renewals are new tax. The old tax expires, therefore it's not existing at some point. Anything else you add is new. So call it for what it is. Now, there are some other facts that we need to take into consideration. Now, how much would these millages bring in, bud?
$12.7 million for the first one.
Okay, so one millage is $12.7 million. Okay, 4.47 mils. Okay,
10.8 for the second one.
All right, so between the two of them, they want to, LCG, Monique, and them want to bring in $22 million, okay, in taxes, okay? All right, and admittedly,
let's give them 23 and a half.
23 and a half. So admittedly, though, this is a prior millage, so politically, yeah, you can say it's a renewal. You know how I feel about that.
They call it a continuation.
That's Democrat talking points. I'm going to raise your taxes. Now, but here's the thing, though. On these two millages that the mayor-president is proposing, they actually increased the millage from what the old millage was. So you can't really say, so it's two things. One, you can't really say that this is a continuation because it's higher than what it was before. The second thing is it is a higher rate than what before. Now they're codifying in this through what they did earlier by raising taxes, but regardless.
You want me to read how they write it?
Oh, Lord. God, wait. Okay, this is typical elite stuff. Go ahead, swampy stuff. Let's confuse the hell out of everybody.
Proposition number 1 of 2, millage continuation.
Yeah.
Shall the parish of Lafayette, state of Louisiana, continue to levy a special tax of 4.47 mils on all property subject to taxation in the parish, an estimated 12.7 blah, 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 reasonably expected at this time to be collected from the levy for a year, for a period of 10 years, beginning with the year 27, ending with the year 2036. Now, this purpose, constructing, improving, and maintaining roads and bridges in the parish, said millage to be continued at the rate currently being levied. Now, pay attention. Representing a 0.30 mil increase, in parentheses, due to reappraisal, over the 4.17 mils authorized to be levied through the year 2026, pursuant to an election held on March 28, 2015. They authorized 4.17, not 4.47.
That's how they do it.
Sons of guns.
That's how they sneak it in. All right, so just a few little facts. Here's a fact. So Monique's budget, last year, she had the Monique Blanco-Boulay administration had $52 million more than the Guillory administration, our administration before her. This year, the forecast is $100 million. So she will have $100 million more in this budget than the previous administration. Now, I'm just saying, I'm all about, I'm all about drainage and roads. My actions speak about that, okay? You know where my priorities are. So I'm all about doing that stuff. But I'm also about being responsible with the folks' money and making sure that we're spending it on things that we need to spend it on. So this would generate 23.5, let's just say 24 for math purposes, $24 million. Okay, Monique has a wonderful opportunity right now. This is budget. So guys, y'all can go tonight and voice your concerns. Everybody can go talk to your council member. Maybe they're the only ones that can stop this kind of stuff. But these are the facts. Monique has $100 million more than the last administration, and just this budget. Don't even worry about the $52 million she had last year. We don't know where that went, but we know, but government. So $100 million. If you were to cut these taxes, you would have let's just account 75 million or 25 million. So you got 75 million more to play with. Let's say you finished Brown Park phase 2, so that's 15. And let's say you finished Homewood. I want to talk about that too. Homewood, that's another 15, I believe. Okay. So that's 30 plus 25, that's 55. You could do all of that, Monique. You could cut taxes. You could not do what you're doing right now. You could not propose these millages on the ballot. Okay. Now, admittedly, government would get less money, but that's great because that's more money in the pocket of the folks who drive the economy. So not only could you lower taxes right now, you could go clean up that mess you made in Homewood. That ain't my mess anymore. I had a plan to clean all that up and to make it a nice little walking path and park and all that stuff. Monique's on her third budget, basically. 10 out of 12 months on our first one, last year's budget, and then this year's budget. So we could easily fix all the problems right there. You could, I understand Monique wants to build this $17 million or whatever it is, City Hall entrance. It's City Parish Hall for one, but the City Hall entrance. And I saw in a comment that she mentioned that the people of Lafayette want a city hall comparable to that of Broussard and Youngsville. And I thought that was so interesting because all the poor little black children in the north side want a sports complex comparable to Broussard and Youngsville. And Monique took that from them. But she got their vote. That's okay, right? Get your vote.
But who said they want that? That's what I want to know.
The City Hall? Who said they wanted the City Hall?
So she's planning to have these public input sessions after the fact. Like, why didn't you do that before? Who wants... You can go, Monique, go check out... Have your social media folks go check out all the response online. Go check out the comment section on KATC, on KLFY, on our page. Not one. I don't think I've seen a single person who supports out of hundreds.
Who goes to City Parish Hall? Hardly anybody.
Because there's all the services are outside of City Parish Hall. There is no...
It's very rare.
Other than the council meetings. Now, you want to update that council auditorium. It needs it.
I love the council auditorium. I think it's nice.
Lights are swinging.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I thought that's such a... Anyway, hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I wasn't spending money to fix it, I'll tell you that.
No, and this is
not when it was working.
This is building a palace to yourself.
Yeah, well, that's a good way of putting it. That's
Taj
a good.
Mahal.
Hey, but I got a question on that. Let's delay that break.
Yeah, we got that.
Did she already start the City Hall renovation?
That's what I hear. I heard she made some nice improvements to the patio area. The roof deck outside of her office.
What?
Yeah, had like some concrete stuff poured down.
Come on. We'll ask Andy on that. Councilman Nakhan's coming on Thursday. He knows all this local stuff way better than. Well, we're pretty good at it. But he knows the latest scoop. But I'll tell you real quick though.
I'll pause it.
Because I want to get off this local stuff, but I feel a duty to tell the folks. I mean, I pay taxes, they pay taxes, everybody pays taxes here.
About to pay more.
You're about to pay more, and you don't have to. But when you have $100 million and $100 million just this year, that means next year it's going to be more. Okay, more than likely. So we hand you this economy that generates $100 million more than what you had when you took over. Okay. 152 total. These guys down the street, they don't think it's a slap in the face to the voters. They don't think it's a slap in the face to the citizens of Lafayette Parish when you have a surplus to that degree and you still want more money. You already raised our taxes last year, Monique. How much more of our money do you want? And I'm a guy that I know. I've been, man, listen, our budget grew every year too. But the difference is our government didn't. So when the government doesn't grow, but your revenues grow, you have a choice when you're in charge. What do you want to spend it on? We chose infrastructure. That is not the priorities of this administration. So, all right, guys, just bringing you a little truth. All right, when we get back, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. One other thing on that, though. Did I hear right that she's cutting funding to the jail, too?
That's what I hear.
That can't be right. All right. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Good afternoon. Oh, wait a minute. We already said that. Welcome back to. We're on a roll.
Never-ending conversation.
We already started the show, Jamie.
I know.
Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We're broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. All right. Also, we are broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios. Oh, wait, I just said that. Jamie, I'm messing with this light.
Doing,
Help
man?
me out.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
Broadcasting live on Rumble.
Yeah, we're broadcasting live on Rumble. Let's see if we can get our act together. Man, you should have saw me over there. I was trying, I was going to be so proud of myself. I was moving lights. I was talking on the radio. Then I started repeating myself. People think I was the 46th president.
I'll have to fix it in the break.
Oh, my goodness.
I
was so animated.
What did I tell you about touching stuff?
Man.
All you got to do is sit down and talk. Don't touch nothing.
I had it.
I'm the stuff toucher.
All right, guys, let's get back to this. But let's go to the federal national level here. Fortune. I kind of like that magazine. Fortune reports that President Trump has officially taken Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent off the list of potential Federal Reserve chairs, the short list. He's off of it. Now, I don't even know if it's even going forward, quite frankly. But Trump told CNBC he asked Bessent directly, and Bessent said he didn't want to do it. He wants to stay where he is. So that ends weeks of speculation. We've heard all the rumor mills that Secretary Bessent was going to be replacing Jerome Powell, whose term ends next year in May 2026. So a few little key facts. So basically what we can get out of this article and what we can get out of what's been told to us publicly, Bessent will not replace Powell. That's what we do know. But that doesn't mean Powell's not going to be replaced. And, I mean, it is August. Who knows?
He's going to be replaced. If he does not lower interest rates in September, he's out.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Let's talk about that. Because Bessent has done a really good job of explaining why they should be lowered. I like Bessent. I mean, when's the last time we talked about the U.S. Secretary of Treasury? Like, he's not
Janet
often.
Yellen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. You are right. So, anyway, Bessent, major public defender of President Trump's economic agenda, but especially on trade and especially on interest rates, as Jamie just said. If Jerome Powell, I don't know. I mean, he's one vote, but he is the chair. You've had other governors publicly express their desire to lower interest rates, and he's not doing that, which is also very extraordinary to see. You usually don't see any dissent or any pushback publicly.
I mean, you want to continue the positive momentum we're on,
Yeah.
like free up those industries.
Man, what's like really? Bessent has criticized Powell's leadership, but said back in June he's happy at Treasury. Seems like a nice gig. We all know so the interest rates are one, but we all know where most of the scuff has been had or made about the chair and the board. $2.5 billion renovation to the Fed headquarters has been quite the point of contention.
You know, when he did that little spiel, when he went over there and did the tour and everything, he pulls out his paper out of it. He's like, yeah, it's higher than that. And Powell's like, well, yeah, but that's our building. It's a building that was already complete. Well, guess what? It was still part of the overall cost of fixing this crap, and it's still going to be like $3 billion. That's freaking ridiculous.
I mean, if you would have told me the renovations were $3 million, I'd be like, well, okay, it hadn't been renovated in a while. That would have been that would have been my reaction. Like, $3 million to renovate a building? Are you crazy? And then maybe you push back. Well, it's been, 100 years, 50 years, whatever. Okay, we need to bring it up to par. But $3 million? I would be really questioning that.
$3 billion with a B.
Yeah, but I would say $3 million if you just brought it $3 million.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Especially with the asbestos and all that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude.
But you could have built a new complex of buildings for $3 billion.
It's absurd. I mean, rooftop gardens for their little bureaucrats.
Shoot, $3 billion. We got I-49 South.
Yeah.
I mean, it's done.
It's a federal interstate. Why not do that?
One building remodel is another reason why we can't finish the damn interstate or build a bridge over the Mississippi River.
Golly, man, when you put these in perspective, you know, it's just like down the hall at City Hall. Those guys that are supporting that, which is
City Parish Hall.
it is City Parish Hall, but not to them. But like they really believe that's a good project. Like they really, I'm
Feels
genuinely,
good.
yeah, like they really think they're doing something. Like this is a mark,
We're classy.
you know.
Classy city.
And like, but anyway, but back to these Fed guys, 2.5 billion with a B, 2.5 billion. You're right. It's gonna be 3 billion by the time they're done. But let's go with the 2.5 billion dollar renovation.
You know what I liked when we went up to Monroe that one time? We
Yeah,
went to
up
their
to
city hall.
Fondo.
Yeah, we saw Mayor Friday.
Yeah, my boy, I love him.
Old building.
Yeah,
Still nice.
still nice. Rent.
Still nice.
Absolutely, love my boy Friday up there, man. My guy.
I bet they're not spending millions of dollars. And look, I might trust the cities more that have the older city halls
Yeah.
because we know where their priorities lie. Not
So
in these
true.
pretty buildings, but in helping the people.
I always thought City Parish Hall was too nice.
Oh, wow. No.
I did.
It's got carpet on the wall.
Man, you can replace that, but that's a big old building.
To stop the echoes.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I mean, not too nice, but
It is a nice
It's a
building.
nice building. You don't
needed some
need-
TLC. You could have probably
And-
slapped some paint on it.
and
and
I'm getting
just-
somewhere with that. If you walked into the Federal Reserve's building, you probably would say the same thing. Like, what does this need? Okay, it needs, like you said, asbestos. We can appreciate that. We can, as conservatives, absolutely. We want people to be in a safe environment. Got it. No problem. Not your fault that it's there. We're going to clean it up. But man, 2.5 billion for offices of the Federal Reserve. Like, guys, government. Whoa,
Then you got troops still living in barracks that are like
They're
80,
fine.
75, 80
they're
years.
fine.
I'm just saying.
Builds character.
Just saying. Like maybe provide some nicer facilities for the people who are keeping the country safe instead of building beautiful facilities for folks who are taking more of our money.
Yeah, I agree. Take care of the troops. All right, guys, let's pick up this conversation. We get right back. Man, my favorite time of the whole show. Callers, I want you to bring the spice. Bring the heat. Nothing boring today. All right. welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Bill and A Bear Studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. We're also broadcasting live on rumble.com. All right, guys, phone lines are wide open. Let me hear from you. 232-1542, 232-1542 on Rumble outside the Acadiana area right here. 844-766-6607. We want to hear from you. Give us a buzz. Give us a little chat on rumble.com. Can't wait to hear from you. Let's keep talking about this. So $2.5 billion renovation. Yeah, that's probably why Jerome Powell's feeling a little heat. I mean, Trump came out, publicly blasted Powell for slow action on rate cuts, but said he won't remove him before his term ends. I'm telling you, he said that publicly. But we'll see. I'll say this. It'll be hard to see him not remove him if the interest rates don't go down at least by December.
There's a reason we're talking about potential successors right now, and that is because the president has probably asked Scott Bessent if he would like to, and he has for a fact asked him, and so he's looking to make some changes, and I guarantee you that if those interest rates don't come down next month, we're gonna be having us a new chairman.
You're probably right, man. Did you see that that kind of bizarre argument at the construction site? Both of them had hard hats on.
That's what I was telling you. You pulled that paper out.
That paper. Yeah, that's where it was. Okay, that was something, man. Yeah, I just put two and two. So, speaking of replacements, I mean, you're right. There's been a whole bunch of folks. Michelle Bowman, Kevin Hassett, Christopher Waller, Kevin Warsh, all names that have been floated around. So, but I think Trump's being smart on this. You know, Scott Bessent, as far as Bessent goes, he's pretty smart, man. Keep that guy at his job. Don't even entertain it. He's doing a good job.
What are you talking about?
What?
Oh, Scott Bessent. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Powell for a second.
My
bad. I came at you hot, too.
No, you didn't. You're right. It's right to do that. You good, man. But, I mean, look, man, Bessent, outspoken. He's sharp. He understands markets. And he has the backbone to take on the Fed when needed. And that's probably the theme of the administration, having a backbone. But we even though we all know it, and we're preaching to the choir, we got to remember about Powell. I mean, he got dragged into the swamp during the Biden years. Yeah, appointed by Trump, but something happened during those years, those Biden years, and he never got out. He just drank the Kool-Aid, and there it is. The Federal Reserve became more obsessed with climate disclosures and diversity workshops than with doing its actual job. And the people see that. The people feel that. The people are feeling that hard, whether they know it's coming from them or not. But it's bad.
What were those things, like ESGs or whatever, the environmental whatever?
All I know is that all that. The economy, I'll say that. We can move on with this. The economy doesn't need lectures from central bankers. We don't need any lectures from any of these central banker guys. What the economy needs is rate cuts, low inflation, and real monetary discipline. You take all that and you couple it with Trump's approach on tariffs and bringing manufacturing jobs back. It's a great formula for success. So, hey, you ever heard the term fascist?
Yeah.
Fascist.
Everyone's a fascist.
Everyone's a fascist. If you vote for Trump, you're a fascist. If you say he did this right, you're a fascist.
They're even calling the Israelis fascists and Nazis. Like,
yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
They are. They call Jewish people fascists.
Come on now.
All right, so stumbled on a CNN report from David Atkins and Allison Main. And they report that Nebraska Congressman, I saw some of this, he did a great job, Mike Flood, held a town hall. And let's just say he walked straight into a left-wing tantrum. I mean, it was something like, whoo! If you hadn't had a chance, go Google it. It's a Congressman Flood, Nebraska. It's real, his town hall. Really good stuff. But they were screaming protesters. They tried to shout him down over President Trump's one big, beautiful bill.
Beautiful bill.
Border security, and even the Epstein files. And, of course, here's a quote. One guy One guy actually screamed this. How much does fascism cost?
$1.09.
Yeah. For you, buddy, it's free. How much does fascism cost? I mean, what? Anyway. While accusing him, Congressman Flood, of turning America into a police state, you cannot make this stuff up. A left-wing guy is going to preach to him about making any government a police state. Here's what happened. Flood goes in, defends Trump's budget and immigration agenda in front of a loud, far-left crowd in Lincoln, Nebraska. Protesters yelled the typical stuff, tax the rich, booed border enforcement, and threw around words like fascism because the Florida detention center costs money. They're in Nebraska. Flood responded by spelling it out. I mean, he made it very clear. Americans voted for something this last election. Americans voted for law and order, for border security, for stopping fentanyl, crime, stopping the chaos. Renee knows all about it. Let's go live here. Renee, thanks for calling in, my man. What you got today? Bring the heat.
Well, I got mixed feelings on the fentanyl problems.
All right.
I figured that if it wouldn't be for fentanyl, the Martians can come here, sell them something else. They're just the weakest link, and I don't give a damn about them. Because historically, any drug, alcohol, gambling you married or you hook up to somebody or they run a corporation and they have a gambling problem, it's all the same. It's just like Survivor Island. They're the weakest link. Now, on the other hand, the Chinese and Mexicans try to viciously put this over here. Then something needs to be done with them. I don't care if the Chinese have hard feelings about the opium wars. A lot of the Chinese helped out the Europeans in the opium wars, and were how you call that? They aided and abetted the Europeans to mess up their own people in China. It takes two parties to mess up something, just like slavery. You can't just blame one party. It takes a party to help the other party do that.
All right. Well, thanks, Renee. Well, historically, though, there really was only one party fighting for slavery, and that was the Democrat Party. And there was another party that was literally created to fight slavery, and that's the Republican Party. So that part right there. But hey, look, very passionate, very passionate. Did he say Martians at first?
I believe so.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, man, look, big universe out there, big world out there. Yeah. You never know.
Fentanyl is certainly a problem.
But we do agree with him. Hey, I will say this on Renee, though. Good points on Mexico and China needing to have some consequences. And that's what Trump was doing. The only tariff move I saw that was not economic related, now you tell me if I'm wrong, but as I recall, the only non-economic tariff was to China and Mexico for the fentanyl crisis. And they wouldn't stay, like, you got to stop. And the border.
Canada, too, I think.
Canada, too. Yeah, you're right. Canada, too. It was that three-way part. Now, that's in addition to China's other tariffs and all those things.
Yeah.
But it's that. But, hey, hit them where it hurts. Smoke them if you got them. Use the tools that you have in your war chest, in your arsenal, to help the people you are blessed to serve.
Speaking of, Trump came out, I want to say today or yesterday. He's relooking the India tariffs, and he says he's about to pump them back up because they're still buying their oil and their energy from Russia, and they're still funding the Russia war machine. He says if they don't stop, he's popping their tariffs up.
India.
Yeah.
India, you better watch it.
And we had just made that deal with India, but he's not playing around, y'all. He just
Martha Jean.
She
thought you said Indian giver.
Martha Jean, we've already talked about this, and it's offensive. I'm married to a Native American woman, and Martha Jean, go home. We got nothing for you here. There's Dino's didn't come and drop off pizza.
Is the term Indian offensive?
Depends on who you say.
That's right. Because I get it. Look, sometimes, can I say, okay, some people get, I think I can say this. Some people get offended by the word coon ass.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Cajuns do. I'm just interested on what.
Because the origins of the word, and it's not a proper word.
Hey, look, man, I don't know the origins of it, but a lot of the origins, like even Indian. Okay, well, let's talk about the origins of that. That was Christopher Columbus that thought he got to the
bad
east.
Directions, man.
Bad directions. It's like they needed a map.
Needed GPS or something.
They needed a GPS and a map, but they didn't have either. So
you just called him what
He thought he was in India.
they're
And it
natives.
just kind of, stuck around. I don't think there's
I call them Americans.
Hey, all right.
We're all Americans.
All Americans. And that's a genuine question because look, I don't know about you guys, but I got tired about 3 years ago of figuring out what words offend people that I have no reason to believe or know offends that person. You know what I'm talking about?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Because look, it's stupid. You can't say some word like normal.
Oh, that's
mundane
offensive.
words.
Well, how the heck are we supposed to know what? Hey, it's just like when someone has like my name's Josh, Josh, very common name. If I spell my name Josh and you say, hey Josh, and I was like, it's pronounced Hosh.
Hoshe.
And got offended by it. Like people do. They get like, how the heck are we supposed to know?
Look, I was in the army. My name was Jaime Angeli. Starting on Heye, Angeli, and Jelly. One of my colonels loved to call me.
Oh yeah.
All the names. Nobody could get it right. But I don't get offended. If you get offended by stuff like that, then
Hey,
take a pill.
that's all right. Somebody loves you, man. All right, guys, let's stick around. Let's finish this out. We got some more stuff, more talking points and thoughts on this little topic. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, man. Give those guys a call, Beal and Bear. We're also broadcasting live from rumble.com, rumble.com. Go check us out, man. Josh Guillory, the Josh Guillory Show.
And we're solving all the world's problems during the break.
Yeah, absolutely. Quiet today, though.
Kill Switch says, Renee talking about Martian drugs and people would distribute them. I can't believe I speak Renee.
Hey, all right. So there you go, Renee. There you go. You're rubbing off on him. Who's that, Kill Switch?
Yeah.
All right, Kill Switch, get over there on rumble.com and give us some chats. I know you can do it. We saw you the other day. All right, so let's take a moment here and talk about this fascism nonsense. Man, these college kids and overgrown trust fund activists couldn't define fascism if their blue check status depended on it. They throw that word around because it makes them feel powerful. Because they've never read a history book. Because no one ever taught them the difference between a republic and a regime. Fascism is government control over every aspect of life. Speech, business, the economy, the family, religion. Sound familiar? It ain't the Republican Party, and it ain't Republicans. That's Mussolini. That's Franco. That's Hitler. That's Hitler. Not Trump. Not Congressman Flood. Not people who voted for Trump just because they voted for Trump. I mean, Trump is literally the opposite. He cuts regulation, not increases them. Bureaucrats increase government and regulation for control. The elites grow the bureaucracy for the same reason. Control, control, control. He gives you back your power by deregulating and other things. He wants free markets, not 5-year government plans. That's quite the opposite. He wants to decentralize the swamp, something a fascist wouldn't want to do. Fascists want to expand things like the swamp. Fascists want to expand their centralized, powerful government. These woke children are screaming fascist at the man who's trying to dismantle the very government machine that real fascists worshipped. And let me say this as the bigger person in the room. I don't hate these folks. You don't hate these folks. But it's kind of easy to start feeling sorry for them.
They give me the ick sometimes.
Yeah, of course. It'll make you want to go take a shower. But you got to have a little compassion for them. I mean, they've been lied to. Their professors, their media outlets, their TikTok feeds. I mean, they've filled their heads with garbage. They think chanting and canceling is the same as courage. Canceling culture. Courage. Courageous. Like the governor of New York the other day. She said it's so corny, too. Good. That's what I call good. I call it good trouble. Well, that's John Lewis, and if you're going to quote him with more passion and genuineness than that.
Make sure it's good.
Yeah. He's talking about those Texas lawbreakers. Well, they are lawbreakers, but they're lawmakers and lawbreakers all at the same time. Hiding up there in New York. Governor Hochul. I call that,
They're so brave.
I call it good courage, good trouble. They're
so brave.
Courage is telling the truth even when it's unpopular, and she wouldn't know that. This is the modern Democrat base, though. They hate free speech, hate it with a passion. They hate border security. They hate you, and they throw a fit every time Trump has any kind of victory. They hate Trump more than they love our country. Just like they hate people like Congressman Flood at that rally, calling him a fascist. They hate people like him and people like me and people like you more than they love our great country. And we have so much to be grateful for here and so much to be proud in a good way. And hey, credit to Congressman Flood. Credit to him. He didn't fold. He didn't run. You really should take a look at it and Google if you have some time.
It's the second time it's happened, too.
Yeah, and that happened in another town hall too. I think
What
over
happened
the
to
weekend.
him earlier this year?
Flood,
Yeah.
Congressman Flood, man, that guy's a trooper, man. But he didn't. Well, he doesn't run, you know. But at this particular one, I mean, it's probably the same. Probably the same in the first one. You know, just stood there, backed the president's agenda like a man, and took it. Like, this is my position. If you disagree with it, fine. Doesn't make me a fascist. Like, they don't even know what fascism means.
And in relation to the alligator Alcatraz, I mean, come on, what about that screams fascism?
Right.
It's a holding facility for people who have broken the law and
Yeah.
come here illegally and done some heinous things.
Yeah.
And it's isolated like that because these are dangerous people.
Yes.
So please tell me where in fascism works in
Yeah.
this whole thing.
Or let us put them at your house, okay? Because if you're not going to let us put them there where we're safe, at least let us go to your backyard. We'll get you a little tent.
Foster an immigrant.
Yeah.
For $9.99 a day, you too can foster
We
an
should
immigrant.
run and it's not, I love immigrants. I just don't like illegal immigration.
For only 12 cents a day, you can make
Yes.
the difference in the life of an illegal immigrant.
Yes. Or just let them live with you.
And how long before? You know what? Maybe that might be the answer. Just let them house, like
Yeah.
cohabitate with these folks who are
Absolutely.
calling us awful fascists for trying to get rid of them. Let them go stay with them, and then I
Mhm.
promise you, after a couple weeks, a
Couple
couple
weeks.
days,
Couple hours.
they're gonna be on our side. They're gonna be like, "Get them, come get them."
Get 'em. No, but they have to stay there now. They got to stay at your place.
For like a 3-month minimum,
Yeah, you have to commit to 3 months.
90 days.
If you're taking an illegal immigrant that is a repeated offender, that's a violent criminal, you have to commit to at least 90 days.
Yeah, I mean, hell, if you want to say 28 days, we can say 28.
I ain't gonna last 28 minutes.
Probably not. But
I mean, look, these guys have never really had to face adversity in their life. I'm telling you, between being little spoiled children and trust fund babies, I mean, like, really, that's just, but just understand, have compassion, move on, pray for them,
All
and
the things.
move all the things. And we're going to continue to talk about all those things in the second hour, man. We're going to go with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, my goodness.
I'll say it.
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger.
Hey, Schwarzenegger. Got it. All right, guys, stick around. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios here in Acadiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers. Give those guys a call. You got legal questions? Call them. Hometown folks, hometown treatment. Love them. All right, guys, we're also broadcasting live on rumble.com. I see you out there, those viewers. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Kill Switch wanted me to let you know that he went on Rumble.
Thanks.
Click the thumbs up. He's there.
All right, Kill Switch. Such a good friend and trooper. Hey, guys, so if you're in the Lafayette area, if you're a citizen of Lafayette, council meeting, I believe, starts in 20 minutes, right? 4:30? Big stuff on the agenda today. Mainly is the millages that are up for
Special election.
Yeah. So these are new millages. They're not renewal. It's at a different rate. It's a higher rate than what was originally passed. These millages do come after Monique Blanco-Boulay Mayor President Boulay has $100 million more than the previous administration. This year, $52 million more last year, and this is recurring. So a lot of folks are asking, why did you increase? So Mayor President Boulay increased our taxes last year and has $100 million more. So a lot of folks are asking, why do you need this millage revenue when you've already increased our taxes and you are handling an economy that's roaring and you have $100 million more than the last guy? And quite frankly, y'all go look around. Y'all see any combs? Y'all see any construction? You see any road work going on? You see any drainage work going on? I don't.
I see Surrey Street starting to erode and crumble off into the bayou.
So a lot of folks are interested in that, and you should be, okay? So, all right, let's move on to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie. That's how you pronounce it.
You did it.
That's how
you did it. You answered all the questions.
Okay. All right. Paul Steinhauser at Fox News. He is reporting that former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. Go ahead.
Get to the chopper. Come with me if you want to live.
Well, Arnold's going head-to-head with Governor Gavin Newsom over redistricting, and he's got some really good points. And I learned some things. I learned some things about how what former Governor Schwarzenegger did in regards to redistricting, making it apolitical. Pretty remarkable, which is the most you could ask for in California.
Yeah.
He's a Republican. He ran as a Republican, won as a Republican. All right, so this report from Fox News is saying those two guys, they're going at it. Newsom, he's trying to blow up California's, now look at this, nonpartisan redistricting system. Nonpartisan redistricting system. That's actually a thing over there. And he's doing it, Governor Newsom is, in order to gerrymander 5 more blue congressional seats. And Schwarzenegger's saying he's not having any of it. We work too hard to prevent this stuff in California. So here's some facts. Schwarzenegger, this is what I didn't know until I read this article. Schwarzenegger helped pass 2 state constitutional amendments in 2008 and in 2010, which created California's nonpartisan redistricting commission. Take the politics out, objective. You got it's apolitical. Put some measures, some stopgap measures in place. Like here it is. Hey,
sounds just like the one I proposed last week. You looked at me crazy.
I did?
Yeah, I said they should form a commission.
Oh yeah.
Not the legislature.
Yeah, I was off on that one, huh? I don't know. I just look.
Oh, but Arnold does it, and it's crazy.
That's fair.
Whatever.
The bar's lower in California.
Oh, okay. I see.
Hey, that's fair. For whatever reason, when you were saying I wasn't having any part of it. I'm open to it. Hey, you know what? I am open to it because let me tell you something. If Louisiana would have used California's nonpartisan redistricting commission, we'd have 6 Republicans. Okay, or we'd have 5 Republican congressmen and not 4.
That's what I said.
Now you're right. If that's the sad thing, and you would think, oh well, those tricky Democrats did it to us again in Louisiana. No, it was Republicans that just gave the Democrats. Not only did our Republicans in the state give Democrats a seat in Congress, they're defending it with your money. They're defending this lawsuit. They are defending this Democrat racially induced, racially played district in court with our tax dollars. Now, wouldn't you think these Republicans would be not supporting a Democrat seat in Congress, especially given on the pretense of race? Like you're openly discriminating based on race in favor of a Democrat, which is fitting because the Democrat Party is the party of racism, is the party of segregation, is the party of slavery. Same slave master, different slaves.
I just don't quite understand. We have a supermajority Republican legislature, right?
I heard that.
How did we even get to this? How is this even in the courts? All y'all had to do was show up to work and put maps together. That's all. You didn't even have to redraw nothing for nobody. Just you're a supermajority Republican legislature.
What's even more sad is this.
Touch nothing.
And when the maps went to the district court level, the only rule in this case, the courts ruled on behalf of the people of Louisiana and not the Republican politicians of Louisiana. They actually ruled against that elite class, those backroom deal class, those smoke-filled room, make you throw up in your mouth, old school Louisiana. Maybe
smoking cigarettes, maybe some cigars.
Maybe they vaped.
Maybe they're smoking some doobies.
Puff, pass this map.
It must have been whenever they passed that crap.
Now that you say that, we got to give them some cover here. They might have been high. They could have been. I mean, did you see that little jigsaw puzzle? Even Chief Justice Roberts pushed back on. I mean, like
he probably got into his day. He just opened it. He's like,
like
right. What? You got to be kidding.
So so let's get back to this though. So Schwarzenegger, he helped pass these two amendments that said, look, take politics out. And that's where we went into our little tangent. Boy, I wish we had it here. We'd have 5 out of 6 congressmen a Republican. Gavin Newsom is now pushing to dismantle that system. No way. Through a voter referendum, needing a 2/3 vote because you're overriding the Constitution Amendment, needing a 2/3 vote from the Democrat-controlled legislature. So not the people.
I give props to the Republicans who have stayed in California. Like, kudos to you for holding out. I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I would try to recruit you here, but your insurance will go up.
I mean, it just makes me wonder, how many more districts can they possibly get out of California? I mean, it's nothing but Democrats to begin with.
Yeah. Now, and Newsom's doing 5 because Texas is adding 5. The difference is there was a constitutional mandate for Texas, and this is just stupid politics.
Because they broke the law. Yeah. Which is what you're proposing to do.
It's something. But he claims it's a fire with fire move. That's how he compares the Texas and California thing.
It's Texas's business. Leave Texas to their own business.
It's a different legal issue. Trump says simple redistricting in Texas could flip 5 seats. And he's right. And Newsom wants to be the nominee for president so bad. He's got to get some Democrat point. I stood up to Trump when everybody else was whatever. I was standing up to him in California.
This ain't Texas.
I got a podcast.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, man, it's got a podcast.
So do we.
We got a podcast? Yeah.
Pretty good one.
I think so.
Rumble.com.
Dozens of Texas Democrats, we saw this, fled the state to block redistricting votes over there in Texas. Governor Abbott said they should be arrested, and they might be.
Well, they're waiting on them.
But Governor Hochul said, they're going to cause good trouble. This is what I call good trouble. Anyway. All right, guys, stick around. When we get back. Let's wrap up this topic so we can move on to another little juicy topic. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Hebert studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Hebert, your hometown lawyers. Give those guys a call, man. They will take care of you. Beal and Hebert, hometown lawyers. Also broadcasting live on rumble.com. We want to see you over there. Give us a little chat on rumble.com. Also, next segment, we will open up those phone lines, 232-1542. But right now, we are talking about Governor Newsom and former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And, and they are talking about these gerrymandered seats that Governor Newsom is proposing. And Governor Newsom is not proposing it based on any kind of directive from the court or any kind of constitutional mandate. Oh, no, he's doing it just for political reasons, just because he wants that Democrat nomination. Know what I'm saying? But he's blaming, well, Texas can do it, we could do it. See, Newsom's going to stand up to the Republicans, stand up to Trump.
Whatever.
Difference is Texas had a mandate to do it. And the districts were deemed unconstitutional. There's a big difference, Governor Newsom, and you, Governor Newsom, want to take away from this non-political, at least neutral or somewhat objective political process. I would imagine it's just based on numbers, who lives in the district.
They just divide it up.
Yeah.
And they don't make these crazy
stupid. How many jigsaw districts do you have? Maybe you have some now under Governor Newsom.
By the way, Governor, it's 2025. Okay, we're the farthest point away from the last census and the next census.
Yeah,
like calm your boobies. All right, calm your boobies.
Man, Gavin Newsom. You know, a lot of folks say he's a spoiled political brat, and you know, when you do these little tit for tat moves, it kind of comes across that way, Governor.
He does have that nice Joel Robideau hair, though.
Him and Joel do got some good hair.
He got some beautiful hair.
Joel's my buddy, man. I like Joel. Joel's a good dude, man. Mm-hmm. Good dude, good heart, great guy, great hair.
Great hair. Every time I see him, I'm like, look at that beautiful hair.
But the thing with Newsom, Governor Newsom over there, you know, he sees these red states like Texas exercising their constitutional authority. So now he wants to throw out his own state's constitution just to keep pace. That is not fire with fire, as you recommend, Governor Newsom. That's not fire with fire. That's dictatorship with a smile, and he's got a great smile.
Remember when they used to be secretive about doing all this stuff? You
Man,
remember when all this stuff used to be done in a dark room like they do in Louisiana?
They don't care.
They give two squats.
You see, Governor Newsom, though, it's kind of funny. He's looking at all these Republican states, especially in the South. He's like, yeah, dang it, Texas, being aggressive, gaining Republican seats. Oh, look at all these Republican measures in all these other Republican states, lowering taxes, things like that. Oh, wait a minute. Then there's this other little Republican state in the South that's actually adding Democrat seats.
And no one's talking about it.
None. Like, I bet you we spoke. Well, no. Moon and Joe and everybody.
No, but I mean, the national media is not paying any attention, which is I know we only have 6 seats, but they matter, obviously.
I'll tell you what, that one seat that Louisiana Republicans gave the Democrats, that seat meant a lot for a few months while we had a very slim majority lead in Congress. Very, very slim. But Schwarzenegger, of all people, is the grown-up in the room there. Everybody wanted to make fun of him when he became governor. Everybody wanted. Governor. I thought so, you know. I mean, at least he slowed down the silliness, at least. I mean, he was the governor of California.
2 terms?
He had 2 terms, and he had to, you know, placate a little bit.
And
but
look, you think you gave up a lot when you became mayor?
Yeah, right.
This guy gave up some chunks, some change.
He probably wasn't hurting.
Nah.
But Schwarzenegger, standing up for the voters, for the Constitution of California, and for the idea that politicians shouldn't get to rig the maps. Something that we should all wrap our arms around, Republican, Democrat, or anything. But what's going on in Texas, do not be confused. What's going on in Texas are 5 districts that the Supreme Court said were unconstitutional. So you have to redraw those districts and maybe some other districts to compensate. That's different, Governor Newsom, than your mid-census form, mid-census approach to basically gerrymander seats for the Democrat Party. You're not nowhere in the law does it say you can design a map based on votes.
Well, I think
y'all do that indirectly.
I think they're starting to get a little worried, and I think Louisiana might be part of the reason they're starting to get a little worried. In this case, Calais versus. In that, if the Supreme Court does strike down that part of the Voter Rights Act as unconstitutional, then guess what?
Yeah,
all these red states. I mean, it is game on, and there's a good chance Democrats will never see the White House again.
It's possible.
Think about it.
I mean, not the White House, but majority. No, their electoral college votes have to recognize
but they would
votes
lose
of the votes.
votes in every they would lose massive amounts of districts.
Absolutely. But man, politics finds a way. The Republican Party will shift. We'll find a way to give a victory. We'll find a way. We will find a way to yeah, exactly.
We work for you. I heard we were raising funds for the Democratic campaign committee. We're not? We give them seats. Might as well raise money.
Yeah. So Schwarzenegger, again, I just want to highlight this. He's the guy that led the charge to create California's independent commission in the first place. Now Newsom wants to rip that up because Trump's playing chess and he's stuck playing checkers over there. And that's the bottom line.
This is the world's best game of chess right here. It's just fascinating.
And the worst game, the best and the worst game at the same time. Like you're not like Governor Newsom. You're not on an equal playing field legally as Governor Abbott is. It's total night and day. No one said that any of those districts you want to redistrict are unconstitutional. No one said that. But someone has said that about the other 5 in Texas.
I mean, Trump didn't just look at Governor Abbott and say, hey, find 5. No.
Yeah,
he didn't wake up one day and say, hey, I'm going to see what I can do to screw the Democrats.
Yeah.
No. The court said, hey, you got to do this, bud. Sorry.
Well, let's talk about what President Trump in Texas. I mean, he's definitely been vocal about it. But, during his first term, Democrats used redistricting to take back the House in 2018. So everything you just said, so Trump is vested in it. I mean, he's definitely...
They tried to do it in our state 2 years ago.
Yeah, what am I talking about? I live in a state.
Democrats did it here with the help
of Republicans.
Of all of them. It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
You can't make that up. But, Schwarzenegger, not going to let that happen again. I mean, he's using legal tools, legislative processes, state power, all this to fight stuff. I mean, he's doing it from afar. I mean, he's not in office. But that's what you need to do. You need to work with anybody that has power, just like down the street locally. Everybody, if you don't want your taxes to increase, call your parish council member. You have money. You have $100 million more than the last guy. Why do you need more taxes? Seriously, if you paid for certain infrastructure projects and didn't grow government, then... All right, guys, let's stick around. We'll be right back. welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios here in Acadiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers. Give those guys a call. You got any legal questions? We're also broadcasting live from Rumble.com. Rumble.com. Go to Rumble and just look up the Josh Guillory Show. Thank you to all our viewers on Rumble. We certainly appreciate that. For all our listening audience and viewers, you can go on Rumble.com. Go to the Josh Guillory Show. You can see old episodes. You can watch us. Hopefully, I don't break your monitor.
Killswitch just asked if current mayor president ever calls to ask you advice about stuff.
She should.
She
Hey,
should.
hey, look, no joke. I tried during the transition. I'd call her and call her and call her. She just didn't want anything. But it's okay. All right, let's see here. Let's switch gears here. So many things going on. Bond visas. Yeah, Fox News reports that the U.S. State Department is launching a one-year pilot program starting in a few weeks, by the way, August 20th. Check this out, guys. Targeting visa applicants from high-risk countries. Okay, when you first told me about it, I was like, ooh, okay, that seems interesting. But it makes more sense now. High-risk countries, so very select few. And those are these countries are those with high rates of overstaying tourists or business visas or inadequate vetting systems, including Malawi, Zambia, a whole bunch of other ones I can't pronounce. A whole bunch of countries. But under the program, B1, B2 applicants may be required to post a refundable bond of $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 determined case by case by consular officer. So approximately 2,000 travelers are expected to be affected.
That's it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's only a select few. Now the media is going to run with this, saying that we're whatever. Trump's a fascist.
Dude, honestly, I see a new industry.
Yeah, no joke.
I see you, travel bondsman.
Yeah.
I set up shop in one of these countries. Hey, you want to travel to the
Growing
U.S.?
jobs.
If you and it'll be easy. If you don't come back, I'll tip off the authorities to where you are, and they'll pick you up and deport you. So I'm gonna get mine.
Hey, it's not that's true about bond. A bond, you have a bounty hunter and everything.
You don't even have to have them. You got the U.S. Marshals as your bounty hunter.
That's
right?
true.
ICE and
that's true.
Immigration and Customs. You got your own bounty hunters.
Hey, I like it, So a few little facts here. So the program, remember, it's a pilot program. Don't know if it's going to work or whatnot or how long it's going to last. But the program is supposed to launch here a few days, August 20th, 12 months. Bonds required only for the tourist business visas, the B1, B2. This will not count for F1 visas, your student visas, or any visa waiver program nationals, anything like that. There are other vetting measures in place for those particular individuals, especially your student visas.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they didn't realize, they didn't feel the need. But this is a pilot. So you said 2,000, but it is a pilot program. So 2,000 is a really good sample size.
Yeah,
that's a good way to war game it. And I do like the president's approach, doing something different, which is good. If it's not working, do something different. So he's doing something different. He's not fully committing to like years and years because it might not work. And these kind of pilot programs to me show and highlight the flexibility in the leadership style of Donald Trump. You got to try some things. He's a business guy. You got to try a few things. You got to kick the tires. Sometimes you're going to fall flat on your face. But get up, either do it better or try something new. And you do that every day. That's what we do.
And it's not like he's just taking large sums of money from people. I mean, this money is exactly what it says. It's a bond.
Yep.
They hold that money, and if you keep your word, you're good. You get your money.
We're keeping honest people honest.
Love it.
Sorry, you come from a country that has a history of this. You don't have a right to be here. We're allowing you this privilege. And in consideration of this privilege, you're going to put up this bond because we don't know if you're going to come back.
When the government hires an electrician or a plumber or anyone to do work, they have to be licensed and bonded. I mean, it's not a bad thing.
No, this is not a bad thing at all. And again, remember, bonds are refunded. These bonds are refunded too if the visitor leaves on time or if they naturalize. And guess what? They refund it if the guy dies too. Just saying. So there is no risk here.
That's all you can ask for.
But if they overstay, they forfeit it,
Yeah.
which as they should. It is a bond.
And that goes to pay for the folks who have to go round you up.
All right, I didn't announce to the folks my favorite time of the whole show, 232-1542, also 844-766-6607, outside the Acadiana area. Renee, round 2, what you got, Renee? I don't bring no Martians this time.
I got that finish high school, to finish boot camps, all 6 services, and maybe get a tax break. The citizenship for American-born citizens. Make us take the same thing the foreigners come here, so we can totally appreciate the country.
Yeah, like the process. I love that. Hey, thanks, Renee. I appreciate that. One of the most chilling things that I've ever experienced, one of the most rewarding things, is to see citizenship ceremony.
Naturalization.
Yeah, naturalization. And we got to, I think you were with me in Washington, either you or Sid or somebody. And we were able to watch that and see that tail end, but it was cool. It was really neat, and it was really, you start to think what these legal immigrants go through and the process they go through and the appreciation of citizenship and the appreciation of the value that is afforded to Americans, quite frankly. I don't know, the rights and privileges and all the, hey man, you just get up and work hard every day, you can make it. You can make it. If you want to, you can make it here. And they get that. So I love that call, Renee. Thank you, bud. Thank you. So phone lines are open. Need to hear you. Also, you can chat us on rumble.com. So the list covered, so we're talking about these bond visas in certain countries that have a high rate of overstaying. Their citizens overstay their visas, or high illegal immigration tied to certain countries. There's 15 of them. I'm sorry, there's about approximately 15. I apologize. And I mean it's a common sense measure. I mean aimed at discouraging overstays, aimed at encouraging partner nations to improve their vetting practices. That's such a great pressure move to put on these other countries. Like, hey man, you fix your process. You fix your vetting process. When we need a background check, give us a real background check. None of this fake stuff. If we need the medical screens, get it done in a timely way. Get it done in a way to our standard as well.
And I would say that I don't think that this is really where our immigration problem lies.
No.
This is just an added measure to keep them coming in this way. But I think he's pretty much all but taken care of the main issue, which was
the border,
very porous border. But yeah, this is certainly an interesting that coupled with the gold card program.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, this is a pilot program. It's expected to impact approximately 2,000 visitors, business folks. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And small sample size, but if it works there and it can help, then do it. So I just think it's another, like I said earlier, I gotta appreciate the fact that the guy's just trying to do something, and every angle, every aspect of it. So, all right, let's go to the phone lines. Let's see here. Caller, you are live. Oh, that's Mr. Bobby. What's up, Mr. Bobby? What you got today?
Yeah, I just tuned in the last 10 minutes. I heard you mention that guy, Joel Robidoux. Didn't he try to sell y'all's electrical outlet for $1 billion?
That's Joe. Yeah, so there was an thank you, Mr. Bobby. There's an idea on there was a thought that Bernhard would come in and manage, I believe it was, LUS, and it would be kind of a partnership. It didn't go anywhere. But yeah, that was the proposals under Joel's administration. And, I never, the conversation was so quick in the public that I don't think folks really got to really understand. But look, man, I would say this, it's a very interesting proposal. I'm glad where we're at right now. It didn't go forward. I don't have the benefit of seeing all the proposed benefits of the plan, but I can say this. Appreciate the ratepayers. Appreciate everybody doing their part over there. It's doing a good job. All right, let's see here. Caller, you are live on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Sean from Lafayette.
Sean, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man. Yeah, I do like the Renee proposal about the military, but the problem that has happened in the past, is that a lot of these gang members from other countries go in and learn special tactics and come back and teach them to the gangs that they're in. So I've seen video of that before, so that kind of goes wrong.
Yeah.
And then the whole Gavin Newsom, whatever thing, all you have to do with that is hold a special census that only counts Americans, and Gavin's not going to gain 5; he's going to lose 15.
Yes.
So. Yeah, and it has to be before the next 10 years.
Yes.
Has to be done now legally in order to stop all of this BS.
Thank you so much. Yes. Sean, yes. Man, that was so common sense. Hey, guys, why are we counting people that aren't citizens? Y'all ever asked that? I know you have. But
You
really.
know why.
Well, I know. Yeah, we all know why, to get votes. But wasn't there a measure passed in Congress? Didn't we cover that? That said that only U.S. citizens can be counted for a census? MTG, wasn't that her thing?
I think.
I don't know. Let's find that out. We'll find that out. But that's kind of common sense. That was such a good point, though. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and do a mid census census? Let's go. Yeah, let's go redistrict, but only count Americans. All right, guys. Look, stick around. When we get back, we will finish this. We might switch topics. Let's see. Let's talk in the break. We'll bring something good for the folks. Stick around. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Beal and Abear. Give those guys a call. They will take care of you. You have been dancing on your hands over there to bring up this article. Full candor, I have not read it. So what's this wonderful topic you want to discuss?
All right, we're going to try to end the show with some interesting topics moving
Let's
forward.
do it.
This one, we're going outer space.
Yes.
UPI, United Press International, reporting that Sean Duffy, the acting NASA administrator and the Secretary of Transportation, he wants to fast-track a nuclear reactor on the moon.
Yeah. Colonize the moon.
Yeah, they already have plans to put a small nuclear reactor on the moon, but this directive would create a timeline despite their heavy budget cuts.
Heavy budget cuts. Oh,
yeah. One senior official said it's about winning the second space race.
Okay. Thought that was Mars.
Well, no, the first space race was to the moon.
I know.
Mars is the second.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking that they're going to they're planning to replace the International Space Station, and this is supposed to help them with their efforts to get to Mars sooner. So this would be kind of like a way station. They want to put a 100-kilowatt reactor, and they want to launch it by 2030.
Okay.
And they're already working on a 40-kilowatt reactor for the moon, ready to launch also by the 2030s.
So this would be it would be sitting on the moon, generating nuclear power.
I believe so.
Okay. All right.
Now, so many questions.
Well, yeah. So what is the power going to be used for? Is it going to be transported by battery back to planet Earth?
No, I think what it is,
or is it going to
that
be used to help launch
it'll be used.
Mars?
So what it is, it requires so much fuel to get out of our atmosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you get to space, there's no atmosphere, so you can move a little easier.
Yeah.
They burn up most of their fuel getting there. So once they'll go to the moon, they'll
That's
recharge, get some nuclear fuel, and then go to Mars.
Just think about this. So basically, you have two really interesting landings. You would be one of the only people to land on the moon, and then you'll be the only person to land on Mars if you're the first one. That's
Teflon's planning on living on Mars.
Yeah,
he wants to die out
that.
there.
I never understood that.
But apparently the ISS is old and leaky, and I would say scrap the ISS, just put a station on the moon.
On the moon?
On the moon.
I wonder how much further ride it is from the space station to the moon. A day?
I think it's like 3 days.
So it's 3 days total, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 days to get. Or I don't know.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, a couple of days. That's
a few
far.
days.
That's far. You're traveling pretty fast.
Now, my question to you and to the folks out there is that if they open it up for like tourism, you could buy a ticket to go check out them or just go stay on the moon base for a few days.
Whoa.
What would you pay to do that?
Yeah, what would you pay to do that? Phone lines are open, by the way. What would you pay to do that?
232-1542.
What would you do to live on what would you pay to live on the moon? So interesting because so they would have to have some kind of like dome, something for oxygen and something.
Well, when you think about the lunar landers that landed, I mean, the walls of that thing were like almost like foil.
Yeah.
Because again, no atmosphere, no really need to protect you from anything. There's no wind or anything.
Interesting. Would it be on the dark side of the moon?
It would not. It'd be too cold.
All right, let's see here. Caller, you're live on the Josh Guillory Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, guys. Scott from Playzone.
All right, Scott. What's up, Scott? You didn't recognize that number, Jamie?
I did.
Go ahead, Scott. What you got, buddy?
I don't know if I would pay to go to the moon. I mean, I think now if there was work on the moon, they were going to pay me to be there.
Yeah,
I think I could probably do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what.
But I don't know about paying to go to the city.
I said, I wonder what would be a good salary for a moon-based employee?
Moon gig.
Oh man, that had to be like a $500,000 a year job. I think.
Yeah.
It's not like you're spending it.
Now, right now,
good views.
Right now, I have a former commander that's on the space station.
Really?
Wow.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
You want to give him a shout out?
Yeah, Ann McLean. Ann McLean, she's up there.
Tell her to listen to the Josh
back.
Show.
She's coming back this week or next week.
All right, this is what you need to do. We need you to do us a favor. We need you to get in contact with your commander. We need to register. Yeah. We need to register one view of Rumble from the International Space Station.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would,
Yeah.
because we need to call
Yeah,
ourselves
and-
international or
What's really
intergalactic.
interesting is she does post on Facebook, but I don't know if our posts get back.
Yeah.
Can't shoot her a text.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cool,
no,
though.
It's like a one-way thing.
That is so cool. Hey, thanks for calling. Thanks for
Yeah.
sharing that. Very,
Thanks, guy.
very neat. Yeah, so interesting. So, could you use, I mean, you definitely would use it to, like you said, but it also could fund, it also could provide energy for military operations. It could, I mean, there are multiple purposes. I would imagine there's some mining operations. Maybe
Well, that's
there's
what
some
my
minerals.
question is.
And
Are they getting the fuel from the moon, or is there
that's a-
radioactive material on
has
the
to
moon?
be. Has to be.
I would assume.
Listen, I'll go on the Google and figure it out.
Do it. You want me to teach you how to do that? Killswitch said aliens will steal the generator.
Yeah, for real. How are we gonna protect? We gotta protect it from the aliens. Hey, man, they may be watching Moon and say, "Hold on, now, you're getting a little too close for comfort." I don't know. I'm just kidding. Hey, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We certainly appreciate your viewership, your listening, and the time that you spend with us each and every